Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back once again, troops, Legionnaires, and any new recruits. And as always, really appreciate you all taking the time to check out my channel and my videos. All right, today I got something pretty interesting. This is the Dispatch Knives DP9013-OR. It is a folder liner lock, and the blade is removable. It did come with 3 replacement blades, and you know, at first I was a little iffy to try it out, but Dispatch decided to send it out to me anyway. So, you know, Isaac's Knives and Knowledge did a review on this, and then I called him up and asked him, you know, if he really liked the knife and if it was sharp, et cetera, and he said, yeah, man, it's fine, you know. So Dispatch sent it to me to test out, but I'm going to do a review on video anyway. So let's get to it, okay? So it is a drop point replaceable blade, and they say it's for, you know, folding hunting knife with a pocket clip, ABS and TPR anti-slip handle, and 3 blades and a carry case. So the overall length of this knife is 7.09 inch, blade length is 3.5 inch, blade steel is 3CR13, blade hardness is 52 to 54 HRC. Handle length is 3.59 inch. Handle material is ABS, TPR grip, and the weight of the knife is 3.31 ounce. So it, again, let me just take a look at the specs over here. It's replaceable, the blade, and I'll show you how that's done. Just a little mention about the handle here that says that it's anti-slip handle and pocket clip. This knife features a robust yet lightweight frame constructed from ABS and stainless steel, complemented by a non-slip rubberized TPR grip for enhanced control. Furthermore, it is equipped with a durable stainless steel pocket clip, ensuring the knife remains readily accessible at all times. And I have carried this knife in my pocket at the Legion outpost, sharing it with another knife, and you know what? It rides just as nice, man. It's an okay knife, you know, if you want something seriously budget. You know, I am not a big fan of replaceable blades. I always have that little, you know, question mark in my head. But then again, I've reviewed and tested out the cold steel click and cut, a little bit different style knife. You know, a little bit different where you can replace the blade. However, you know, similar concept, a little bit different design. So let's get into it. By the way, let me know what you guys are all carrying today. I'm carrying this knife because I want to test it out. I want to test it out on some steaks, some food, some meats, and see how it does, especially with, you know, the sharpness. So the blade itself, you know, it seems pretty thick, man. Let's start taking a look at this. It's got an interesting grind. You know, me and Isaac were talking about, is that like a Scandi-ish type secondary bevel? I just think it's a really high cut bevel. And then there's that little micro bevel over there. You can see that in the sunlight. By the way, I'm indoors. Again, too cold to go out, and I just wanted to stay indoors. And I've got quite a few knives I have to review, so perfect opportunity. So before I even take the blade off, you could see that's the drop point blade. It's nice and sleek, it's thin. All right, there's no sharpening choil here. I'm not really sure if this is meant to resharpen or not. I mean, I would, you know, I would, even though I have 2 more replacement blades, but I would. I guess the whole point is, instead of sharpening out in the field, you could just replace the blade real quick. But there is the button to unlock the blade. There is the, let me just move this out of the way. There is the thumb studs, and it's dual thumb studs for opening and closing, all right? And it's got a pretty decent handle. It's not bad. I mean, when they say non-slip, it is non-slip. So you have some plastic over here, and this is the TPE, or the ABS material, right? Then it does have that stainless steel liner. It's pretty thin, but it's doing the job. I mean, You know, it's got some very, very simple spacers, a little jimping towards the end. Pocket clip, which I've used and it works. Just a little lanyard hole here, I guess, if you want to put just a little stubby lanyard to help grab grab it by the, maybe by the pinky and then help pull it out of the pocket. Done it before with other knives, including, pocket fixies. Let me just close this. It doesn't have a really great detent. It's pretty stiff, but for me, me personally, I don't mind it. So it closes up pretty nice. Okay, it does feel good. It fits in the pocket very well. It opens up nice, okay? And that's pretty straight, There's no blade play, no detent whatsoever, but that's pretty safe. It's a pretty sharp knife. No up and down play. The removable blade, and I got to be careful. You know what? I have this little piece right here to put on top of the blade because knowing me, I've got so many cuts from testing that I'm just going to put this piece on a little later when I take off that blade. But what you do is you press this button and you pop it out, and then there's two other replacement blades, which I'm going to show in a second or two. But I mean, I know it's inexpensive, but I got to tell you, man, the grip is nice. The grip is nice, and it is pretty sharp. And I've got the paper ready over here. I don't want to be by that jagged area. It's wicked, wicked sharp. Now, how long it's going to last, I don't know. So that's why I'm going to, test it out on some steaks, or some meats and stuff. But wicked, wicked, wicked sharp. And this is pretty thin paper. It's not thick, thick paper that you print on. Very nice, man. So the blade is sharp. You're going to get definitely sharp blades. And, I am afraid to take this off without this piece right here. So, let's get into that. Let me just put this on just to be on the safe side. All right. I mean, I know a lot of people have some gripes about 3CR, but it could still cut you. So, by the way, before I take that off, you can see the liner lock. It's simple. There's nothing special about this liner lock. Again, it's a real budget replacement blade folding knife. There's nothing wrong with the folding. You could open it up. Let me see if I can flick it open. Yeah, it flicks open. I don't know, man. I've worked with 3CR. I've had a lot of good luck with 3CR. I've had only one knife that went dull pretty quick, but then I've tested out a $15 3CR fixed blade, and you could search for that. And oh my God, man, it did phenomenal. The heat treat on it was amazing. And it did everything that the big boys could do. And I prove it on my video, so you can go take a look. So not so bad, but let's show you this. You could see that button right there. So it's that little piece, that little tab is holding the blade in place. I've noticed when taking it off, you have to pull it like straight out. Okay, so here's the blade. Here's the blade. So you have the tab where that button locks in. Then you have this little area. I guess there's a little piece of steel that goes in here to keep it in place from moving it, up and down. And then there's this little other area over here. I don't want it to go out of focus. It's kind of like a razor blade, It's like a replaceable razor blade, and when you got to shave your face. There's the steel right here. There's that button. You could see I'm pressing it up and down. All right. I wish I could bend this open. I'm kind of curious to see what other pieces in here that they have to hold the blade in place, but seems to be doing the job so far. I did take this outdoors. In fact, I think I showed it in one of my videos, and I was able to make feather sticks with this. I think I would use this more for hunting purposes, small game, fish, stuff like that, than doing it outdoors. But I mean, I guess if you need to make, you need to cut a little bit of fat wood to start up a fire or to make some shavings or whatever, I did it. I was able to do it. So it takes a little getting used to. So, you just got to make sure that you pop this in, and there you go. It's that simple. So now it's not coming out until you depress this button right over here, and then you pull it straight out. So, you know, again, the concept seems fine. I think not even cold steel has better steel for the replaceable blades, but I mean, you know, I think maybe if they used, again, I see a lot of potential with something like this, you know. G10 scales instead of ABS, you know, non-slip, a little bit better steel, S35VN. You know, I could see a lot of potential. I even mentioned, you know, a lot of potential with the cold steel click and cut. That never came to fruition. They're just selling it as is. And those knives seem to work, you know. If maybe you need something like this for work, something inexpensive just to cut up cardboard, or, I mean, I know there's proper tools for sheetrock and stuff like that, but you never know. I mean, you don't want to, you know, destroy a really good knife out in the field. So something like this might be good, or you don't want to take your fancy knives out into the field to cut up game, skin game. Take this instead. Now, it does come with this pouch and a box to store everything, but it does come with this pouch over here, and you could, you know, pop this onto your belt. Okay, it's not leather, but it's not bad. Velcroed in, okay, and it's got two pouches in here. Let me just close this and show you. So it's got two pouches. So one pouch is where the knife goes, right? And then this is where the replacement blade goes. And then you close it, and then you can carry this on your hip. All right. Time will tell how long the pouch will last, but in any case, it's still available. And if not, you have this pocket clip, which works. You know, I've popped this in my right and left pocket with another knife. You know, I put this towards the front of my pocket, and I'll have the main knife in the rear pocket. And I've carried it, and there's no problem carrying this. I mean, carry it like a normal pocket knife, and you know, you flick it open, and you're good to go. Let me take this off because I don't plan on taking that off again. So not bad, not bad. You know, I got to tell you, I did have my doubts. I even told dispatch I was kind of iffy on testing this one, but they sent it to me anyway. So now that I got it, I might as well, you know, show you all. And, you know, hopefully once it gets warmer, I could do a little bit of testing outdoors and then report on it, you know. Let me show you the replacement blades that it comes. It comes with 2 more replacement blades. What I'm surprised is that they didn't come, let's say, with a gut hook type of blade, but they came with the exact same blades. 2 replacement blades right here, 1 and 2. So then they got this plastic safety cover over here. And again, you pop it into your pouch with the knife if that's what you want to do. Or maybe you could, you know, carry this with a first aid kit or some kind of match lighting kit or something like that, and then pop that in your pocket. I'm kind of glad that they added, you know, the clip over here. So I think that's a plus. And I'll tell you guys, the handle feels good. The handle feels good. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit, man. They did a good job on the handle. It feels ergonomic. It feels good. I could definitely use this outdoors, man. I could definitely use this. Now, the only thing is, and you know, the only thing is I'm kind of curious how these type of blades hold up. Now, these blades are not flimsy. You know, I don't see I wouldn't baton with this or do any kind of batoning with it, even if it's this way. You know, I wouldn't do any kind of batoning, but I guess to cut up, you know, meats, foods, cardboard, rope, paracord, you know, twist ties, simple stuff like that. I'm telling you, it is wicked sharp. It's wicked sharp, these blades. You know, and I guess if you're out in the field and you're not an expert at sharpening and you don't want to sharpen out in the field, you've got the replacement blades. Just saying, you know. Box. Let's take a look at the box real quick. Nothing too big of a deal. Make sure you get a good look at this knife. It's a box. It's a storage box, you know, for those who like to store their knives, you know, even if it's a collector. Dispatch knives, made in China, logos, labels, scans, etc. And you know, there's no specific name for this, just the DP9103-OR. So pretty nice. Plan on going to a restaurant later today, so I'm going to use this. You know, I know it's kind of yellow, but for the outdoors it's great. You're always going to know where your knife is if you drop it. But I'm going to try it in a restaurant and give it a cut up a few things, see how it works out, and see how that, you know, the blade stays sharp. And again, I've had real good luck with 3CR knives. And again, you could check out my videos, do a search on my page for 3CR knives. There's a Tonto and a drop point I tested out. Man, I couldn't believe how well it was doing, how it maintained its edge for 3CR. How they maintain, I mean, how they heat treated this knife, I don't know. You know, the replacement blades. All I know is that there's a really nice high secondary bevel, and you know, I kind of like that. And you saw the way it cut through that paper. So I'll give it a go, and I'll have to report back, you know, and hopefully I could do an outdoor test when it warms up. But in any case, for right now, it is, you know, a tabletop review. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans in active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. So when you're done with this video, go take a look at the comment section, description section. There'll be phone numbers you can call. There'll be websites that you can surf, find out some information. If you know somebody, reach out to them, see what you can do. You know, at least give them some information. Then there's a heartfelt message from one of your own, Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69. He's been there, he's done that, he's experienced what you might be experiencing. He has a heartfelt message. Please read that message and seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits, I hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think. Until the next video. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.